Jesus entered the garden of Gethsemane to pray to his Father one last time, with thoughts of his fate, facing such agony. He struggled with this thought in his mind. He said, how could this be happening to me? I've wronged no one, so let this cup pass from me. Then he said, nevertheless, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. Oh, nevertheless, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. Oh, how often we face such similarities. What we desire is not always in his plan. So in our efforts to avoid discomfort we must meet. It's a fight, God's will against man. But I'm so glad to know, Lord, you know what's best for me. So this is my regard as I cry out to thee. Oh, nevertheless, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. You ought to tell him that tonight. Nevertheless, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. So as you face decisions of righteousness, and it seems like you won't come out ahead, just remember Jesus has been there before. And I want to remind you of what he said. Jesus said, nevertheless, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. Can you hear him saying it tonight? Nevertheless, oh yes, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. Say it one more time, yeah. Nevertheless, can I say it again? Nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. You ought to tell the Lord, nevertheless, oh Jesus, nevertheless, hey, not my will, but thy will, not my will, hello. I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. Say what you want me to say. Each and every day, yeah. Say right there, in the morning, not my will. In the noonday, not my will. In the evening, not my will. All day, your will. Not my will. But Lord, your will. Take me, make me, mold me, use me for your service. Hey, tell them not my will, but thy will. Hey, oh, Are there any dedicated people here tonight? Are there any sold out people here tonight? Is there anybody here that forsake everything to follow Jesus? You had a plan, but God introduced another plan to your life. Well, why don't you just say it one time with us? Not my will, but thy will. It's not about me, Lord, but it's all about you. What you want me to say, Lord, I'll say. What you want me to do, Lord, I'll see it through.